What's up everybody, Monkey here. Welcome back to another Pokemon trading card game online video. Today I have a very interesting deck that came out of Daytona Beach Regional. Shout out to Dakota Cox aka Deke the Geek for allowing me to showcase this Hitmondoll deck because it's very interesting. Dakota said he was pretty sure he said he was the only person playing it. I would assume so because this is very interesting and I did not think about using Hitmons with dolls and just using both of those together. So Dakota managed to go 4, 2, and 3, ended up 124th place, so a very good run. So shout out to Dakota again, thank you so much. So we're going to jump into the deck, break it all down, then get some gameplay and see what the deck can do. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If you're enjoying the Pokemon content, maybe fling a big old fat banana at that like button. If you like it even more, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. So let's go ahead and jump into the list. So up first, we have Munchlax. Munchlax is fantastic in this deck for two reasons. It has free retreat costs, so we're a combo based deck. We have to do things in order, attack in order, so retreating, switching is very crucial. And the second reason it's so good is because of its ability, Snack Search. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may flip a coin. If heads, put a card from your discard pile back on top of your deck. If you use this ability, your turn ends. So this is going to help us just to keep the combo alive, get our dolls back if need be. Just Munchlax's gonna put in some work. Look at him, look at them berries. He's about to do some work on those berries. So up second, we have Diancie Prism Star here. Diancie's just gonna be chilling on the bench. She's all about her ability here. As long as this Pokemon's on your bench, your fighting Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So remember, it is active because some of our attacks are gonna be hitting the bench. So part one of our combo is we're going to start with Hitmonchan. So we have to attack with Hitmonchan first, hit and run, 1 fighting energy, 30 damage, 50 to the active if Diancie's on the bench. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So make sure you kind of have it lined up because Hitmonchan basically has to retreat. And then the next attacker is Hitmonlee. Special combo, 1 fighting energy again. You can use this attack only if your Hitmonchan used hit and run last turn. This attack does 90 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So Diancie here isn't going to help with Hitmonlee, but be able to do 90 to anything on the board is pretty good. And then our final attacker of the combo is Hitmontop. So 1 fighting energy again, finishing combo. You can use this attack only if your Hitmonlee used special combo during your last turn. This attack does 60 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So you're hitting the whole board. So you're going to be doing 60 to everything on the bench. And if you have Diancie on your bench, you're actually going to be doing 80 to the active. So fantastic card. If you can get all the way to Hitmontop, it's going to put in some numbers. So that's the last of our attackers. Then we have one Marshadow. Marshadow is very awesome in this deck because Chaotic Swell can be a pain. Our stadiums are pretty crucial, so be able to Marshadow the stadium away and then play ours. Fantastic. Then we have Mew, our last Pokemon in the deck, and Mew's fantastic because its ability is going to protect our bench, but Mew's attack is not too bad in this deck because we're all about sniping, hitting the board, putting numbers out everywhere. So we have to attack with Mew. It's not that bad. So it's only 1 energy as well. So Mew's fantastic. So we're going into our items. We have 4 custom catchers, gust up anything that we need to if something's weak, especially with sniping the board. If we have a Hitmonchan that we want to do 52, gusting up, especially like a Mew. Mew is going to be our biggest threat with this deck, so we got to custom catcher up a Mew, hit it with our Hitmonchan, and 2-hit KO it unless we have Diancie and a stadium in play. Up next, we have Lana's Fishing Rod. Shuffle a Pokemon and a Pokemon tool from your discard pile back into your deck. So this is just going to help with the combo. Keep the combo alive, the dream alive, and just keep going. Now we have 4 Lily's Pokédoll. So this is where the deck gets very, very interesting. So this is an item card until you play it. When you play it, it's going to be a 30 HP Pokemon that's just chilling on your bench. Now the cool thing about this is if they knock it out, your opponent doesn't get a prize card. It just goes straight to the discard pile. But another cool thing is if the doll's in your active, even on your bench, you can discard the card and anything attached to it, and you can put it on the bottom of your deck. So if your doll's just sitting in active, your opponent's not really doing anything, you're ready to start your combo off, you can just get rid of the doll, put it on the bottom of your deck, do something else to shuffle your deck so it's not at the bottom, and then continue your turn, do your combo. It's fantastic. So we're definitely going to be utilizing this today. Now we have 3 Pokemon Communication. This card's very crucial because, again, we are a combo deck. We have to keep the combo alive, so we need to attack in the right order. We need certain pieces, so Communication just helps with that. Then we have 2 Reset Stamps, pretty self-explanatory. 2 Switch. Now Switch is fantastic in this deck because we have to do things in a certain order, so switching effects are just going to be crucial. Then we have 2 Martial Arts Dojo. The attacks of non-Ultra Beast Pokemon that have any basic fighting energy attached to them, both yours and your opponent's, do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. If the attacking player has more prize cards remaining than their opponent, those attacks do 40 more damage. So this is going to come in clutch. This is going to help our numbers a lot. So 2 of those. Now 2 Shrine of Punishments. This is a fantastic card as well, especially the longer it stays on the board, just the more damage it's going to do. If this sticks a couple turns, you're going to see how much this card can impact our damage and just how well this one card can turn the tide of the battle. So between turns, put 1 damage counter on each Pokemon GX and EX, both yours and your opponent's, but we don't play any, so lucky us. Then we have 1 of Viridian Forest. Viridian Forest in this deck is pretty crucial because our attacks only are 1 energy, but sometimes we just might not have that energy. We need to keep the combo keep going, so Viridian Forest can just come in clutch. If you have a lot of energy, then you can use the Viridian to bounce a Chaotic Swell just for your other stadiums. Up next, we have 2 Bill's Analysis, so this is just going to help with our combo-based deck. Just get anything that we need to. For Cynthia, Consistency. 3 Lily. Lily's fantastic in this deck because we can, most of the time, we're going to be able to just unload our hand and then Lily for a lot. And then this card, fantastic in this deck. I was testing this deck before I started to record, and I Pokemon Fan Club turn 1 and turn 2. So I had all my combos out. I had Diancie because it is a basic, and I was just good to go. So Pokemon Fan Club, pretty good in this deck. Then we have 1 Tate and Liza. This is a very good one-of because it has 2 effects that you can choose between. You can shuffle your hand into your deck, draw 5, so consistency. Sometimes you're just going to draw a lot of cards that you just don't need because it's combo-based. You're searching for that one couple things, so you can shuffle in, or you could switch one of your Pokemon with your bench. So it's a switching effect. Fantastic one-of. Really is. And then we have 2 U-Turn Board. This is a very cool card because the retreat cost of our Pokemon that it's attached to is 1 less. All our retreat cost is basically 1 besides, I think, just Diancie. Yep, just Diancie. Diancie is 2. But even with the U-Turn Board, 1 energy, that's not bad at all. So U-Turn Board is really cool. And the cool thing is, if this card is discarded from play, you can put it back into your hand. So we just keep using it. And then we have a 9 of Fighting Energy just to help consistency-wise. We got to make sure we get that 1 energy and have 1 energy on each of our Hitmons. And just keep going and keep doing the thing. But we're going to jump into some gameplay and let's see what the deck can do. Alright, let's do this. So we're against Psychic and Colorless. So this is very interesting because Psychic is a bad matchup. So I'm excited to see what we can do. I'm excited to see what my opponent's playing because the ladder did just reset, so you never know. But this is pretty rough. The only good thing about this hand, especially if we draw a Pokemon, we can really thin our hand for Lily. But starting with Hitmonlee is going to be rough. And my opponent has Mew. Great. It's in the active, which is good, but still, great. Oh boy, so we can't really thin our hand out. So I think we just go ahead and start with Shrine. Just in case he can't bounce it and he does play GXs and stuff. Because I have no idea what my opponent plays. Oh, we should have saved the Munchlax. Dang it. Forgot we had Pokecom. And we're going to, unfortunately, that's going to be our turn. Because we don't want to Munchlax the Lily back up on top of the deck. Because we're not going to be able to do much. And I don't know what my opponent's playing. So it's like, do we retreat into the Munchlax? I think so. So we're 1 energy down, but I don't think it will matter too much. Alright, so let's see what our opponent is playing. Mew is, Mew is gross in this matchup. So he is going to bounce that, so that's fine. And it looks like it is Malamar. This is going to be... I don't see how we can win this matchup, but you never know. The spread pressure may be enough, honestly, if we could do it fast enough, though. Alright, so he's going to Giratina our bench. We gotta get this Mew out. We have to get this Mew out. Alright, so he's already probably going to retreat it. Or he's going to go ahead and side power, get rid of the doll. Interesting, okay. Alright, so we do have Hitmonchan. So we can go ahead and attach. We're going to go ahead and Viridian away. Shrine's not going to do anything. Grab an energy. We will go ahead and Munchlax retreat. Martial Arts Dojo. If we had Diancie here, we would be golden, but we don't. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit and run. 40 damage, and we'll go back into Munchlax. Because he does have free retreat. I mean, the doll technically does too, but I don't really want to shuffle that back in just quite yet. I'm hoping my opponent can't really do anything. But now that I didn't put the doll up, my opponent's probably going to do something. So we'll see. Very interesting that they're playing Roller Skater. Maybe they just started playing the game. And like, that's the best supporter they have. I don't know. But we're going to see. So we got an Inkay. So we can actually knock that out. Well, no, because we had to take one more turn. Dang it. We had to take one more turn for the Mew. So honestly, we're not even going to Hitmonlee next turn. We're going to Hitmonchan. Because we got to get this Mew out. But they have a pretty big hand. So I guarantee you they have a Malamar. But one Hitmonlee and one Hitmontop is enough. But they are doing way more spread pressure than we are. We're going to go ahead and retreat. I want to attach an energy to Hitmonlee, but I'm not sure. Because we're already one energy down, so I kind of need to be careful. So we're going to go ahead and Hitmonchan, hit and run. Does have 2 energy, so is now when we promote the doll? I guess so. Alright, so the Mew is done. Hopefully they don't play 2, and I hope it's done. Now we can start using our Hitmonlee and spread in some damage. So we need to find Hitmontop. We have a Pokecom if we draw a Pokemon. We also need Diancie though. We need a lot of things. And I forgot. Wait, we hit for 80, don't we? Not 90. Oh, we do hit for 90. We can one-hit a Malamar. That's insane. That is honestly insane. So for some reason, I thought Hitmonlee was 80. Okay, so he is going to get the knockout. Is this a bad matchup, though? Now that we could one-hit KO their Malamars, Giratinas will be hurting themselves. I honestly don't know. What? Alright, I'm excited now. Let's do this. Alright, so I hit and run the last turn. So now we're going to promote the Hitmonlee. We need... If we can get Diancie out. Okay, so he's gonna knock out Hitmonlee next turn. We don't have a doll. So we'll get a doll so we can hit and run into the doll. Especially since Giratina damaged itself. So do we grab Bills or do we grab Cynthia? I feel like we grab Cynthia because we need more Pokemon. So we'll go ahead and put the doll down. We're not going to Munchlax because that ends our turn, and we're not going to reset stamp. So we're going to go ahead and Hitmonlee. We're going to deal 90 to the Malamar. And we're going to take the Malamar out. And we get a fighting energy. Oh, the fact that we're doing all of this and our hand is just complete doo-doo is fascinating. And I'm hoping we don't even really need a Hitmontop. We just need to get our Hitmonlees. That's all we need to do. So we need to see a Hitmonlee next turn. Alright, so Viridian. That's fine because Martial Arts Dojo, it really isn't doing too much. So the spell tags are going to hurt. But we got to do what we got to do. Does it work if he knocks himself out? Well, now we're going to knock him out with a hit and run. No, we're not. Because we don't have Martial Arts Dojo. Sweet. Okay, so we're going to Pokecom the Hitmontop. Get a Hitmonlee. We're going to put the Hitmonlee on the bench. We'll attach to him. Then we'll Cynthia. Alright, we find the Diancie. So if we bench that Diancie, we are going to knock him out. 20 more. So we'll do 50. Do we want to knock him out? Is that dumb? I feel like we just knock him out. Why not? We'll put 2 dolls on the bench because he could knock out one with the spell tag. And we're going to go ahead, hit and run. Oh, resistance. Ah, I forgot about that. I forgot that was a thing. Good thing it didn't really matter. Alright, so we're in a pretty good situation right now, honestly. Kind of hoping my opponent does not concede. But we're going to be able to get this Malamar next turn. Because most Malamar lists don't play gusting effects. Interesting. Mysterious Treasures, a Lily. You better have a supporter in your hand. I want to see that other card. It better be a supporter. Did this man just get rid of his only supporter? Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Just so excited. I'm sneezing. It's amazing gameplay. Alright, so once we get the Malamars, we can keep up with the Giratinas, for sure. Because we're already a prize... we have a prize lead, and he damages himself. And he's going to be taking out dolls, so he's not getting a prize here. So we're cruising. We are definitely cruising along. Alright, so we're going to Fishing Rod, a Hitmonlee. Because Hitmonlees, we already know are clutch in this matchup. We're going to go ahead. Bench. Attach. We don't need a reset stamp. We don't really want to Viridian any of those away. So we're just going to smack the Malamar. Take a prize. He's going to knock out our Hitmonlee, but we already put one back in the deck. We have more. Next turn, we're going to be able to Hitmontop. Hitmontop is going to seal the deal because we're going to be doing 60 to everything, and it's just really going to come in clutch. The only bad thing is if he doesn't put 40 on his active next turn when he attacks, his spell tag's going to go off and hurt our doll. If we could have one more turn of doll stall, that would be clutch. Alright, so they're getting another Inkay. So I think we're okay. I don't really know. Obviously, we need to streamline the combo, but I don't know if we really need to go for the Malamar or the Inkay. Man, there's tons of sniping going on in this gameplay. I better be recording. I am. Okay. Alright, so spell tag. I gotta play around the spell tags. I think that's the only way he could really win right now. So he's going to knock out our Hitmonlee. Where is he going to put the spell tag damage though? Okay, so he puts it on that Giratina. So we're obviously going to promote Hitmontop. And he's going to concede because he knew we had it. But this deck is awesome. The Malamar matchups aren't that too bad. We just kind of have to keep up with him. We had a prize lead and we kept streamlining our attacks and just doing work, honestly. This is a very fun deck. I thought I was not going to enjoy this deck at all, but it is pretty awesome. So shout out to Dakota again. Thank you so much for allowing me to showcase your awesome deck. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask down below. Don't hesitate. If it's for me or Dakota, it doesn't matter. If you guys want to see a certain deck, if you want to see a card and a deck based around that card, feel free to comment down below. I'm not saying I'll necessarily do it, but I will definitely look at it. I have a lot planned in the future. I am moving soon. That's why I don't really have like a background. So I'm really busy right now, but once I move this weekend, I'm going to get back into the swing of things and I'm going to hit it hard. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, but I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and I will see you next time. Peace!